When people decide to move to New Zealand, we all get asked the same question: why? And we actually all give them the same answer: for better opportunities for the kids, for the lifestyle, it's time for a change. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Those are actually not the real reasons at all. Those are pull factors, and they are actually not strong enough to get you through the hard times. Today I'm going to teach you how to find your real why by uncovering your push factors, the real driving force behind your decision. And this is the most important question you need to answer before you do anything else. Think of any major life change as a magnet. There is a pull force, the exciting thing you're moving towards. That is New Zealand's lifestyle. It's the vision of a Saturday morning hike and safe communities. But there is also an equally powerful push force, the thing you are trying to move away from. And this is the part we don't actually really like to talk about. It's the quiet dissatisfaction with your current situation. Maybe it's your stress about safety. Maybe it's your anxiety about the future of your kids. Or whatever it is that is in the back of your mind or sometimes keeping you up at night. These push factors, those are your fuel. The pull of the dream is what guides you. But the push of your current reality is what gives you the power to overcome obstacles. So, how do you find your real push factors? You need to ask yourself two specific questions. So, question number 1. If I do nothing and everything stays the same, what am I mostly afraid of? Be very specific. Are you afraid of being stuck in the same job in 5 years' time? Are you concerned about your kids not having a future or finding a job? Are you stressed about safety, not being able to drive around and relaxing on your holiday? I know it can be difficult because we are not always used to voicing our fears, right? We fear judgment or the consequences, or if we're really, really honest with ourselves, maybe politically they're not correct in what you say, but this is a safe space. Here you can think, write down, and say exactly what's feeling down inside of you. What is that fear? What is really bothering you? What keeps you up at night? What are the things you think about and that's in your subconscious that you perhaps haven't even voiced to anybody yet? Those are your push factors. It is so important to get this true clarity. For us, when we looked around our world, we saw the safety deteriorating. We saw the infrastructure being neglected. And at the age of 50, we were thinking, well, when we're 70 or we're 80, what is that going to look like then? And where are we then going to go to build a better life for ourselves? We were also very concerned about job opportunities for our 3 boys in the future. And on top of that, the constant racial discrimination and conflict was very unpleasant and sometimes became really unbearable. So those are examples of some of our push factors that led us to our decision to move to New Zealand. Question number 2 that you need to answer is, if you look at last week only, you can look at a month if you want, but let's just take last week. What is the one task, one feeling, or one experience that you wish you never have to experience again? Was it sitting in the traffic for hours a day? Was it stressing about looking at what is the next headline going to be? Maybe you have a lot of power outages like we did in South Africa. Maybe you're stressing about safety, not being able to get out and walk around, stressing about your kids being out and about. Was it stressing about spending more and more money on protection equipment for your safety of your family? Those are your push factors. That feeling that you have in that situation, that is your push factor. Once you have your push and your pull factors, you can combine the two and create a very powerful why statement. And it looks something like this. I am moving to New Zealand to move away from whatever your push factors are, so that I can create a lifestyle to experience whatever your pull factors are. So an example of this would be, I am moving to New Zealand to get away from the constant stress about safety, so that I can build, live, and enjoy my best life with my family. This one why statement that you create with your push and your pull factors in is something that you would look back to and hold on to all throughout your journey when things become hard. And trust me, it will get hard. When we first moved to New Zealand, I had moments where I struggled to find a job. Our residency took almost 3 years to come through, and in that time our family was actually split up between New Zealand and South Africa. And I wanted to run back home several times. I remember clearly sitting on my bed, crying, looking at my why statement and reading it out loud to myself, often. And I am so grateful that I did. Today, our whole family of 5 have permanent residency, and we all had good jobs. But most importantly, we are all safe, able to walk outside without looking over your shoulder and wondering what's going to happen. This entire exercise is only the first clarity pillar of phase 1 in my Clear Path New Zealand Immigration Roadmap. Getting this clarity is the foundation to your entire immigration process. If you don't have a map or a guide, every step in this process becomes uncertain and stressful. So today I want to give you the 5-phase Clear Path Roadmap for free. It's an 8-page PDF that lays out the entire framework of the immigration process to New Zealand. Just click on the first link below and you can get your copy. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the 3 non-negotiables that will make or break your move to New Zealand. See you in the next one.